So did you guys know that soy sauce has gluten in it? Because I didn't know. Obviously, I knew it had soy in it, but fucking gluten?
Everything has gluten in it. It's a made up theory.
That people could die from.
Yes.
If you want to be
Alex Jones said they turned the frogs gay. I believe it.
We turned the frogs gay, guys.
If you want to be in a gluten-free diet, all power to you, but don't just go bragging in my face.
Like if you have an allergy, that's one thing, but like, don't be an ass.
I can't believe which cut off my conversation I spent 5 minutes talking about. And
we're supposed to be talking about Shockwave for the first time in any series has made the Earth in the first 10 issues.
I was talking about the state of the Star Wars community, and you did this to me?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god.
Why don't we talk about the state of the Snyder fans, who believes that since Snyder and WB greenlit a sequel to 300, you're going to use that to leverage the Snyderverse back.
God damn.
Didn't 300 have a sequel? And it sucked.
Yeah.
Well, did he make that sequel?
No, he didn't make that. I don't think so.
No.
But,
well, we're making a true sequel to 300 now, okay?
No.
Okay.
I see what you did. You put Bailey on my goddamn
about gay people.
Hey, Jake, what do you got against Bailey's mom? Come on. This was one of his best moments.
Jake, I said the same thing.
Hey, it was one of his best moments, and you guys openly agreed, right? You guys were feeling something when Santa Claus gave him the last picture Bailey had of his mom. Come on.
No, I ain't know that happened.
Can I be honest with you, Cryptid? I was not paying it. I probably was not paying attention.
I honestly don't think I was here.
I just forgot because we haven't talked about this yet.
Hey, that was the team up with Captain America show.
I wasn't here. I wasn't here for that.
I was doing other things, Cryptid, because I also have a life outside of this podcast.
Yeah. Austin, just to let you know, that was like the best issue of this whole run. His team up with Captain America.
That's up to interpretation, I guess.
That's a sweet moment.
Bailey muted my computer. He's a menace.
He's a menace. You just became J. Jonah Jameson.
Well, Jake, he was being mentored by the Fantastic Four after all, so go blame it on Reed.
Right?
So I was looking at my Marvel Tarot deck because that's a real thing. And guess who's the Emperor? Guess who's the Emperor card? Jake?
Thanos.
No, we just literally deadass said his name.
Reed?
Yeah. Reed is the Emperor, while Sue Storm is the Empress.
That's why, but listen, I killed Reed.
Shouldn't that be? Okay, nah, how you gonna say?
Also, for the Lovers card, I fucking hate it. Not because the art is bad. The art is actually really good. However, it's Mary Jane and Spider-Man, and I'm sick and tired of it, man.
The fans aren't.
They are now.
People. We're over it.
Is Dr. Doom in his tarot card deck?
Huh?
Is Dr. Doom in his deck?
I'll have to look, but at the moment, no. But Deadpool does get to be the Fool card, which is the first card in the Major Arcana.
Yeah, the Joker. No, he should have been king because
fool.
That's what.
He's the Fool, he should have been Joker.
Oh, okay. He should have been royalty because he was king in the comics.
No.
Don't forget that, audience. He was king of the monsters.
Yes, Godzilla is the king of the monsters. I'm glad you agree.
Oh, yeah. How could Godzilla kill Deadpool? Yeah.
Hey, listen.
That's the rule. That's the rule of Monster Worlds. You want to be the king? You kill the previous king.
He can kill Deadpool. Deadpool's about to die soon.
We literally
Godzilla might be the perfect case to kill Deadpool. He just shoots him. He just keeps shooting him. He should have evaporate everything. He let this guy's blood.
Hi, audience. How are you doing?
Yay. Yep.
We saw you there.
Hi, Mark.
Yep. This is our comic exclusive night today, guys.
This might be a continuous theme.
Maybe. Besides on the week where I leave for Comic-Con, but other than that, I do kind of like this sort of format.
Listen,
yeah.
The fact of the matter is, The fact of the matter is, we are the Fanatics, and we will review comics live. We are introduced with Cryptid.
Yeah, let's start us off.
Yeah.
Welcome. Yeah. Welcome, Comic Fanatic Live audience. You're here with me, Cryptid Seeker 415. I only do one intro a week, so go ahead.
Well, that was an intro.
Mm-hmm.
You are here with me, Jake Tylenol, and I'm here to say that there was an issue of Sonic today, but I didn't read it. Will I read it?
Oh, you
Will I
failed.
read it before the end of this night? Who knows?
All right, Philly Ball 8. I'm a Superman fan. Yeah, that's about it.
So I'm Richter,
I think it's all 8.
Jotunheim, and I'm going to be talking about some hot necromancers and some blue-haired autistic boys. Let's go!
Yep.
And together, we form the Fanatics. We talk about the comic reviews of the week. We also have famously...
Oh my god.
We famously have our social media page, which you can go to.
I just noticed Rick Chase today. Do you see this in chat?
I saw it. I didn't say anything.
Oh yeah, I changed it from Star God Richter to Necromancer Richter. So
listen because it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Yeah, it fits with what I'm talking about this week.
Yeah, a shooting star next to me.
And if you want constant vibes from the Fanatics, you can follow us on our social media page, which manages. So how about you?
Yeah, I do. You can also follow us on the YouTube channel, because where else are you gonna watch our freaking lives unless we decide to say fuck it and post on Twitch, which I don't know when that's happening, but we'll figure it out. You can also follow us on the Twitters at Comic Fanatic 69. That's where you get reminded, assuming you don't press the notification bell on here, you can get reminded on the Twitters, and that's where you can also find some of the thumbnails and some of the art that I draw sometimes. I'm just tired and have an art block right now, so sorry. Speaking of me, ya boy, you can follow me on Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. You can see me simp for hot monster men. You know, you can see me do that. You can also see me post updates on cosplay stuff sometimes if I'm feeling it. But if you want to see cosplay updates, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at witch_of_Jotunheim. Yeah, you can do that because that would be lovely. Okay, I just recently got to 6,000 followers on TikTok. Okay, so follow me on there if you want shit posts, I guess. Yeah, you can also follow the lovely Cryptid nowhere because he doesn't really use social media because you can also
have that much of a life, audience.
It's like following in the rainbow. Look, just follow Eagle. He'll lead you somewhere.
Yeah, wherever he is now. And speaking of that, if you want to find Austin, he's currently the wall that is keeping the Transformers together. Don't ask too many questions about that. That's what he told me before we started.
What a title. He took till all our one to heart. Okay.
Yeah, just one wall to keep us all together. And he's currently still doing that right now as we speak. He's just also wanting to talk about Transformers. Why not?
Jake's here holding the phone up to my face so I can talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you, bro. Anyways, if you want to find Jake, he's currently on the other side of my home realm of Jotunheim. I brought him to Jotunheim so that we can hang out.
Yeah.
And he can make sure no one attacks me while I take a nap.
Yeah, I abandoned Austin, so I just left the phone there, so he can still talk.
Yeah. If he has technical difficulties, that's on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I hope I do get out of call. I hope I get out of call.
I mean, keep in mind he has magical arms that he can literally plop on and off on his
body.
Well,
no, just ask Soundwave to hold it up for you. He'll help.
Yeah, ask one of
That's not logical.
That is true. You should be able to hold it yourself. Ask I don't want to ask Bumblebee for shit. Ask I hate this fucking guy. But yeah, ask Ratchet.
Yeah, no.
All right, I'll find out.
No. So anyway, guys, who wants to start us off?
Me.
Go ahead.
I can't put the topics in order.
I'm interested. Number 6.
Hey, I can't introduce Witch's pick for once.
Okay. I finally get a somewhat of a Roop and Spider freaking talking like issue. So shut up. We're talking about Briar number 6.
Go ahead.
Okay? So we start off with some narration from our lovely Roop. You want to know how I know it's from Roop? It's because he uses mother plural because he has multiple mothers. Kind of. It's complicated. If you've read the first 4 issues, you know what's good. So basically, he's explaining. Oh yeah, they never really argued. They didn't even argue when they were about to sacrifice me or whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And keep in mind, while he's having this little bit of narration, there's a town crumbling with a giant hole that is coming in, and it's not a sinkhole, not a sinkhole at all. But they got to go on a rescue mission, besties. So Briar and Co. They have to go do their thing. It's all good. And Briar's like, oh, so many Spider's like, oh, so many losses, And Briar's like, it wasn't our fault, man. And Spider's like, yeah, but I killed that girl from the last issue, so, it's like, I'm still not over that. But anyways, so Roop is like, hey, yo, shut up. We got to go help these people. And guess what? They're able to go help some more people. Until those fucking annoying-ass police motherfuckers, pull up and they're like, hey, you monsters, you got to get out of here, Like, unhand those people. And then Briar's like, yo, we've come to help. And they're like, we don't care, man. We're going to, come get you. So, basically, Briar and Co., they all genuinely decided, together, they decided to freaking flee into the cold-ass mountains, which currently, we don't got any of that here. It is hot as hell here.
Oof.
Don't worry. Do not worry at all, besties, because Spider is here to help them guide themselves through the mountains,
Thank God.
Yeah, but she's kind of going through, an emo phase right now because the fact that she killed that one girl in the last issue. And
Oh
Briar's
my God, get over it.
That's what Briar's like. She's like, oh my God, get over it, dude. Like, we don't got time for this. We're gonna die in the snow. But guess
We're
what?
gonna kill more people. Get over it.
For real. But don't worry, because guess what Spider finds? She finds a crane. Their day is saved. But keep in mind, the crane is probably dying, but don't worry about it, because Spider's gonna try everything in her power to save this bird. So Briar and Co., they're all underneath this slab covered over stone, besides our lovely Skelly Bones captain. It's all good. And so Briar turns to Roop and she's like, did I curse them? Did I kill all those people? And he's like, well, they're having this conversation while Spider is trying to get this bird to wake the fuck up, But don't worry, don't worry about it, because Briar falls asleep. But guess what? She can never have a good night's rest because Grendred is like, don't you see why I kept you asleep? You are cursed, And Briar's like, that's fucking impossible, dude. I'm not magical. I don't got no fairy blood in me, man. That's what the motherfucker next to me has. Yeah, and he almost got sacrificed by his moms. It's true. If you read issue 2, you know. I did. I read this whole book up until now. Anywhoosies. So Grendred is like, a victim? But I thought you were the grand hero. Albeit with a high body count. Look at how many people that you got killed because the fact that you decided to wake up, you're drowning in their blood. Good luck. So Briar wakes up. And it's not fun, But guess what? The crane wakes up and Spider is happy for the one time in this damn book. This is the one time she's fully happy about something.
Aw.
And Briar is like, is she gone mad? And Roop's like, I don't fucking know. I hope not. But anyway, so Briar's like, hey, Roop, can you help me out with something? And he's like, with what? And she's like, magic, duh. I need this bitch out of my head. So can you help me? And even Skelly Bones over here is like, yo, you better be careful with that nonsense. But Briar's like, Roop, please, can you help me? I just want to have one good night of sleep, please. And he's like, okay. And so sets up a pile of stones, why not? And so basically, he's like, okay, imagine Grendrid. Like, I know you don't want to, but you gotta try your best. You gotta bind her to this stone. And Skelly Bones over here is like, how do you know this will work? And he's like, oh yeah, trust me. My mom thought I was like super corrupt or whatever, and they would make me go into, like, deep into the swamp to do this. But guess what? It never worked. Like, they try to cure me of who I am, but don't worry, because I'm not corrupt. My thoughts, my soul is not wrong, man. So that's why it failed. But Grandrid, on the other hand, you know, she's all wrong. She's evil, you know. So
Yeah.
Briar is like all happy about this, and she's like, "That sounds good to me. Let's get going." You know. So basically, Roop cuts his finger because Briar doesn't really have magic blood in her, according to her. And he's like, "Okay, that's fine, whatever." So he drops the blood, and it's on, and they start the divorce of Briar and Grendrid. So that's fun. But anyways, Roop is like, "How do you feel?" And she's like, "I feel fine." And then guess what? It doesn't go good because Grendrid pulls up and she's like, "You stupid motherfucker. What did I fucking tell you? Like, now I'm gonna make this harder for you." And starts sending like all these like bat monster thingies to attack him. And then Roop is like, "You gotta destroy the stone," you know? But guess what? It doesn't really work all that well. And they flee. They try to flee. But guess who shows up after the lovely Crane gets freaking stabbed with an arrow? Those bastards from earlier. Yes, correct. So basically they freaking arrest Briar, and they cut off the head of Skelly Bones, you know, and also arrest Spider. But guess what? Did they arrest Roop? No. The main guy is like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna come live with me. You know, we're gonna teach you the right way, like the good way." So Roop basically just spits in his face. He gets slapped, and it's like, what the fuck, man? Leave Roop alone. Leave my boy alone. Any hoosies. My God, I just saw the next page. Jesus Christ! Why do I keep doing this? Sorry.
Go ahead.
So it cuts to Briar and Spider chained up, you know, and it's not good because they're fucked because they are in a prison, and it's not good. And guess what? I've waited 2 years for this next cover, for next month's cover, because I just finished explaining the basic plot of the story. We're getting a Roop cover next month, and I'm so fucking happy about that. And also, the artist, you know who you are. You had no right drawing him as hot as this fucking cover. You had no fucking right.
No right at all.
Oh my God, it's so fucking good. You know what? I'm gonna send it to you guys so that you can judge me for it. But I don't care.
I will.
Yeah, I know you will, Austin. But like when I first saw it, I freaking was like dying. I was like, "Oh my God!" Anyway, look at it. Look at it. Go on Discord and look at it.
Hold up a minute.
Look at it. Go look at it.
Audience, we are looking at a photo right now. Okay?
It's a good one. It's such a good cover.
It's a photo of a goth looking man. Okay,
Yeah!
he's wearing a shirt. There's no buttons on this shirt. He clearly has.
It's actually a coat. It's a giant coat. If you read the book, you would know that he's currently wearing a giant coat.
Well, listen, I didn't.
How about audience? You go look it up.
Yeah.
Go look up Briar number 7's cover, and you're gonna be like, "You fucking delusional piece of shit." And I agree. I am a delusional piece of shit. However, I have waited 2 years for a Roop cover because I didn't get it in the first 4 issues. I got a Grendrid cover before I got a Roop cover, just letting you know now. But I'm really happy
that's
about
gross.
this. And once I finish my first Roop cosplay, I'm going to make this one. Just letting you know that now, audience. And I'm gonna close this book before I lose my shit even more. But anyways, go read this book because this book is so good. And before you're like, Chris Cantwell is writing it, trust. He's not writing a already established character. He's writing his own own characters.
Yeah.
Go read this book. Trust.
Yeah, that's how most writers are. Like, even if you don't like a writer, they make their own thing. You should give it a try. Usually, that ends up being their best work.
Trust. I first realized that I was reading a Chris Cantwell book when he wrote the Namor book, which, funny enough, Briar came out around the same time as that Namor miniseries. So I was technically reading 2 Chris Cantwell books at the same time. And which one do I like better? I love Briar. I love this book so much. I'm the same motherfucker who spent hours working on a skirt. A skirt, bitch. Just remember that. Anyways, I love this next month's cover. I can't wait to read the next issue. This better not be an 8-issue book, because if this is an 8-issue book, I'm gonna kill someone. So, anyways, go read this book because I said so. And this next month's cover is so fucking good. I don't know why, but the covers for this version is so good. Go read this book. Anyways, let's move on before I say more.
You're putting this as your screensaver, aren't you, Witch? Right?
I could. It's currently my profile pic on here.
I knew it. But yeah, audience, look at us starting the night off with a fanboy moment.
Pretty soon we're gonna get to another one. 2
actually. We'll all be talking about an actual boy later on. So.
I don't know how old the Briar characters are. Leave me alone.
Gotcha. All right. Well, with that, let's move on to the next one. Austin. Finally, man.
Introduce the topic.
All
right. Autobots roll out in Transformers number 10.
It's actually issue 9. I don't know who put 10. They should be sued.
Decepticons are on the rise in Transformers number 9.
Yeah, no homophobia, but fuck that gay shit. It's my turn. We're talking about giant robots.
Hey!
Like the real good, like real weird boys. Okay?
Hey, you leave my boys alone. You leave my gay boys alone.
That makes you feel better. In the earlier Transformers continuity, they did have gay Transformers. So.
Yeah!
Don't know how that works, but go for it.
It works the same way anyway. They just like men. Like most robots are men. They just like men. I will tell you.
Just the same.
They had straight interests.
Yeah, they always try to do relationships. It just always felt weird because they're giant robots.
Yeah.
So. But we're starting off really weird. Well, no, actually we're not. We're picking back up where I left off whenever the last time we thought about it. When was that? I don't know. The release schedule for this book is terrible.
Yeah, that's fine.
But what's his name? Basically, they're flying across the ocean to the Energon signatures, and you find out that Soundwave is talking to somebody on the phone, on a video call. This man is Skyping people across space and time, and it's goddamn Shockwave.
Oof.
People don't know Shockwave has been a big part of the side book called Void Rivals. I'm not reading that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I don't care about the battle between these other two races that aren't robots. Okay.
Shockwave is traditionally one of Megatron's best scientists. He was left on Cybertron in the original cartoon. He was left on Cybertron.
That's same here.
Okay, he was left on Cybertron to continue Megatron's more seedy experiments. He cares about the science and rarely anything else. So,
well, that part is a little bit different here, because this Shockwave still has some of his emotions.
He has what?
He still has some of his emotions.
Okay.
It threw me off too. But him and Soundwave in this book, the way they talk, they sound like actual brothers. Like they have actual friendship brothers.
I like that though because like it always like it's a child mindset, but they're both like wave. You know what I mean? It's like Soundwave, Shockwave. They should do more stuff together. That's how I felt as a child. Like I was like, what are these two talking about?
I feel like that too. But you just hear the way they talk. He's like, Shockwave, I thank you for your willingness to help. And he's like, bro, you didn't have to ask. It's really unnecessary. You're my brother. You're my boy. My long lost brothers are found. And we're about to finish this mission. I'm on my way right now. And he opens up the gateway from Cybertron to Earth. Fast as shit. Like, this is fast as fuck for a combo. Basically, they're underwater base. So the portal shoots upward. And it basically almost kills the Autobots by accident. They end up crashing into the landmass nearby. It doesn't say where like they're landing yet though. So I don't have like a world location.
Okay.
But it's kind of funny because the portal opens up right behind them. So Cliffjumper ends up falling out of the plane. Jake, what's the guy who switched team? The Decepticon to Autobot.
Jetfire.
He's stuck in a plane mode right now. He can't transform. They don't have enough energon to keep him fully functional. So he ends up crashing here. The Combaticons are here already starting to fight. Cliffjumper lands right in front of the portal, and he's the first thing Shockwave steps on he walks through. And he's like,
Ooh.
you know what? This is pretty cool. This is kind of lit. I got here, the battle's already started. This is fun. We Decepticons have work to do. The first thing Optimus Prime does, we see him and says, "Oh no!" Like, God damn it, it's this guy again.
Oh no.
And y'all, you see a Shockwave. I was like, the dialogue is funny. They're like, Soundwave comes around. We succeeded, brother. You're here. It's over. Let's just end this and be done.
Uh-huh.
They, Soundwave shoots somebody. He tried to shoot Cliff Jumper. Ratchet jumps in the way and he shoots Ratchet. And Ratchet has a giant hole in his stomach. I don't know if he's dead, but he's not talking anymore. His eyes still lit up. Optimus clearly gets pissed off. He starts fighting Soundwave. Soundwave gets offended. He jumps in. Otto's like, "Oh, I beat you one time. Don't make me do it again." He says, "Silence, Autobot dog." While this is going on, people don't remember. A few issues back, some of the like local people were fighting the Autobots and stuff. They don't trust any giant robot.
Yeah.
So they're shooting at RC and Wheeljack, who are together taking care of the girl whose name I can't remember now. It's been so long since I read this book, y'all. You have to forgive me. They don't say her name again in this book.
Was it a Transformer character? Who was it?
Now, female human person.
Oh.
Sam's girlfriend. Spike's girlfriend.
Carly? Is that her?
Yes.
Okay.
So Carly is with them, and as she's explaining to the real people, well, she's explaining to her, townsfolk, these robots here are good. Y'all need to chill out. At the same time, a Decepticon attached the hospital looking for a Spike, and he's like, "Look, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to kill everyone in the hospital, but I will, and y'all don't give me Spike. We're with you." And Spike's like, "Bro, you got it. And just take me." He's like, "Bro, that's kind of brave. I respect that." And he takes him and flies away. Let's see if I can find his name. No, I cannot. He doesn't say his name to anybody here. Okay, he turns into a rocket ship. I don't know if you know who that is, Dick.
He turns into a Rocky what?
He turns into a rocket ship, like straight up a rocket ship.
The only rocket is it a Transformer?
Yeah.
Is he big?
Yeah.
Omega Supreme.
That's not him. I can promise that.
A rocket ship?
No, he turns into an actual human rocket ship. Like I don't know if to display this to you.
Oh.
Well, he's a Decepticon. It doesn't matter. He takes Spike.
Oh, that's not Omega Supreme at all. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, he takes Spike, and he was trying to take him somewhere. Obviously, getting jumped by Combaticons, Soundwave, Shockwave, and Scrapper takes out any other Autobots come by to help. But while this happened, Cryptid, also Soundwave with one arm technically, because the other arm's a gun. He picks Optimus up over his head and delivers a Tombstone power driver.
Oh God!
And not only does this is effective, it straight up knocks Optimus out.
Rust in peace.
And he's talking mad shit. He's like, he starts laughing like he goes insane. "Oh my God, I did it! I defeated the great Optimus Prime. Not so proud now, are you? Huh? Like he is hyping it up.
That's all 1 HP, bro. That's not even that.
I'm like, bro, this dude got a lot of emotion for some reason. This shit's weird. This is throwing me off now. But on Cybertron, which Shockwave left the door open, last issue, we found out Elita 1 and some random robot she has over her shoulder has been fighting to survive. And the other Autobots on the planet get wiped out. And she sees the portal and she's like, "You know what? Let's just go through there." And she accidentally runs straight into Shockwave. He's still standing right in front of the portal. So it's just kind of funny. And he got his big victory speech, he gets knocked out. He accidentally shoots his gun. I don't see who he hits, but Elita 1's freaking out. She's like, "Oh my God, Optimus is here. Where the fuck are we?" And she grabs Optimus. She grabs her gun. He's like, "Nigga, we gotta go." And he's like, "I'm not leaving out all my boys. What's wrong with you?" He's like, "Nigga, they are dead. We have to leave." And she forces Optimus to run away. Her, this robot who's really broken up, and just Optimus. And he leaves Cliff Jumper and Ratchet behind. So what Shockwave says, "Bro, thank Primus. I got people to experiment on. This is gonna be fun. Thank Lord Primus himself."
Okay.
This is throwing me off the whole time, bro. Cliff Jumper screaming like he was in a horror movie. And the book just basically ends with some guy named Beachcomber. showing up to rescue Spike. I don't know who this robot is.
Ooh,
But Soundwave showing up on Earth so early is a really big deal because usually he's like the second backup plan.
Uh-huh.
But the idea, like, he's here already. Megatron still hasn't even been found yet. They find Megatron right now, they just instantly win.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
like, the fear factor is up, huh?
Yeah, what's the status of Megatron right now since Optimus has his
He's
arm?
active, but he's still in the Cobra clutches.
Okay.
That he's more trying to like manipulate them by showing them, oh, you need this stuff with this. Well, Energon, Pink Energon, you can do this. He basically using them to farm Energon without having to do any work.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna collect all the Energon, try to make these weapons. All the other stuff, he's gonna wake up, get super overpowered, and come fight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but Shockwave's here. He immediately effective as always. I can't believe he tombstone somebody. Every time you see a giant anything, pull up random wrestling with his throws me off. Really, a guy with one arm.
I need to see somebody do an attitude adjuster now.
Basically. But and for the first time, I think in since G1, Elite One's on Earth without immediately already being there. Even like the last cartoon, they just had Elite One already on Earth with everyone else. This is the first time when she started on Cybertron and then ended up on Earth. That like this fast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's a good issue, but it's like Jake a while back once said like we need some downtime for them to start explaining stuff, and I think this issue like shows that even more because we're 9 issues in, all they keep doing is revving it up, and we haven't even hit the peak yet because Megatron's not here. I'm really scared they're gonna mess up this pace, and then by the time they try to explain stuff, people won't care.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the Duke and Optimus crossover to come, you know? Like, I still remember the finale of Duke's issue.
Yeah, I still gotta do Destro and Scarlet. I'm pretty sure the G.I. Joe book ain't coming until after that. Those two crossovers, though. That's if Snake Eye doesn't get a book.
Yep.
Like, we'll know how long it's gonna be.
I can't find a Decepticon that's a human spaceship.
Let me read. I guess I gotta read the comments. Shout out to Transformers God for real.
I got disconnected.
Bro, watch it. Yeah, bro, man, watching Soundwave while people have emotions and talking about Thanks Primus. This is the only version that character ever do that.
Oh wait, no shit. Hang on, it's coming back to me. There was in the movie. He was in the movie. What was his name? Shit. Astro Train. Astro Train. It has to be. That was his name, wasn't it?
It might be him. No, not that movie. He's on the animated film.
Yeah, yeah, that's the one. He turned into. The rocket ship. I see it now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this book had the same problem when I was reading a Power Rangers book, but they don't want to tell you who people are, where they come from.
Yeah. No, Astro Train, because I remember it now, because that was when they threw out Megatron's body outside of his outside of the ship when they thought he was dead. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, this was a long time coming for us to finally talk about Transformers again, audience.
How you feeling?
Man.
How you feeling?
I feel good. There's so many books I want you to read. It's a brand new universe, and there's all these books, but none of them come out weekly. So it feels like all the steam I get from reading the last issue or being hyped to read this issue is gone by the time next issue come out.
This is basically the Massiverse placeholder at this point, you know?
Go. Yes.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just happy I remembered Astro Train. My credibility.
I'm glad you remember who Carly was, because I was never going to call her Carly. Carly is not a girl name.
See, Jake, you want to be rewarded for remembering, you know?
I wish you saw my head. I went through the database of human characters. It could have been it can't be the Fairweather because she's a G2. So the next one. I know it's not Sorry. That would be my dream come true. If Sorry came out.
Gotcha. Anyway, while you continue to reminisce, let's go on to the next book of the night, audience. And finally, the GOAT, the OG himself,
Shut up,
Spider Boy, Spider Boy number 8.
Spider-Man. Oops,
I want to kill myself.
Well, according to this, Spider Boy came before Ultimate, so yeah. All right, guys, and this comic is appropriately titled "Fun and Games." How could anybody hate a book with that title? You know, you hate fun and games, audience. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm an adult.
I don't got time for this.
Yeah,
I'm a professional hater.
Yeah, me too.
You have to be a professional to hate on a toddler audience.
Hey, even you say that he's a toddler.
Mm-hmm. He's a kid. So yeah, take of that what you
Bro,
know.
I
If you
hate
guys
children.
hate
Unless you're a part of a family, I hate children heroes anyway. Cause like, bro, this is too dangerous. All you need is one bad step. I mean, an actual Spider-Man villain, you're dead.
Unless if you're Ben Tennyson. Okay.
To be fair, the villain didn't start until after he's gotten a wife. Okay, this is in a already evolved universe where all the supervillains are in that one city.
Gotcha. But we're not talking about those supervillains. We're talking about the aftermath of what happened in the last issue. To recap the audience, Spider-Boy, along with all the friends and the friendships he's made throughout his past couple of issues and team-ups.
He don't have no friends.
Yeah, he has Captain America as a friend. That's his American friend. Yeah.
Yeah, I know as a friend.
Yep. But anyway, so they defeat Madam Monstrosity, and they liberate all the people she held captive and experimented on. Remember, she's been splicing people with animals, but she doesn't know how to unsplice them. So right now, that's exactly what the High Evolutionary said. Well, yep. And so here we go in the aftermath. You have all the animals outside, while you have all the techie stuff outside as well, with Spider-Man in a lab coat with all the other smart animals. And, they're wondering, how are we going to be able to reverse this splicing process if Madame Monstrosity couldn't do it? And Spider-Boy's like, oh, it's okay. We got it covered. I mean, we have her husband, Dr. Jeremy Sitwell. He knows a bit of her science. And we also have her 2 lab assistants here. And we also have Spider-Man. He knows about gene splicing stuff. I mean, he goddamn Richards. Yeah, he even says it like, yeah, my pal Spidey cured the lizard a bunch of times. Oh, and he also cured himself when he became a human spider with 6 arms. So we're in good hands. But hey, if you want more insurance, we got the best one of them all. Toy Soldier. You know, the guy, the ultimate Marvel Legends figure, the one that could transform and have the abilities of all Avengers. Well, guess what? That includes the scientists. He has the genius of Ant-Man, Iron Man, Beast, Reed Richards. Yeah. Can you hate on Jake, can you hate on a 6-inch figure of Reed Richards, man? Come on.
I hate Reed Richards in every timeline. If Reed has 2 haters, I am one of them. If Reed has 1 hater, Doom died, and I'm the last one standing.
But Jake, I have a question. Quick question. What about all the universes where Reed Richards is Dr. Doom?
I hate him.
Okay, then don't read Earth X.
Gotcha.
Yeah, don't read Ultimate Avengers. I guess you'll do like that.
Don't read that one either.
Okay, but I swear, Jake, I'm gonna give you a gift of a Reed Richards Legends figure, and I want you to show me a picture of what you're gonna do with it. You're gonna go full on.
Burn it to the ground.
You're gonna go full Sid on us, aren't you? From Toy Story.
You're gonna put it right in the toilet. You're gonna put it right in the toilet.
I'll show you that. Take a dump on it.
But anyway, so they start the machine, and Christina, Bailey's friend, the one who got spliced with a pigeon, she's the first to go. And that's when this random guy just pops up, folding the page, saying, "Hi there, I'm Puzzle Man." And yeah, I know I'm not supposed to show up for another 5 pages, but I'm bored. So let me just put this random child game in. who can match the person with the animals they've been spliced? It's like one of those those kid menus you get at McDonald's or
They're
whatever.
reading a
Where
book
you
meant for actual children.
yeah. It's a kids game. It's a little fun, but yeah, she was able to get unspliced. They hug it out, and they're great. They're able to unsplice everybody except Spider Boy. Like, yeah, this is kind of sad because like he actually wants to be unspliced, and Christina's like, "Wait, you actually do want to be unspider? You actually do want to unspider yourself?" And Bailey's like, "Yeah, I just want a normal life at this point. No more monstering out or getting psychic flashes all the time. I just want to be regular old Bailey Briggs." And yeah, as it turns out, you see, the way this process worked apparently was that you fused with an animal or whatever, right? And when you
But in Russia,
unsplice,
the animal fuses with you.
yeah. So when you unsplice yourself, you're kind of you're separating yourself from that animal. But in this case, the spider that was used uh, to splice with Bailey, it's that exact spider is Boy Spider. You know, Bailey's twin clone, the one that's more spider than boy. Yeah, so if Bailey wants to return to normal, you pretty much have to kill Boy Spider to do it.
Bro,
And you're like,
just call. Who would you call a Doc Ock and tell him do a boy solid, bro?
oh, you want Doc Ock to take Boy Spider as his underling because he has multiple limbs? Is that what you're telling
I
me,
want him to
Austin?
kill him, bro, so he can save his kid's life. But sometimes to do the right thing, you gotta be you, okay? And Doc Ock's willing to make this sacrifice.
Gotcha. But but then we turn to Boy Spider, right? And he's still, dude, he is such a mama's boy right now because remember Bailey Briggs' mom, she was the maid for Madame Monstrosity, and she got spliced with a cat, and she pretty much is taking care of Boy Spider, right? For whatever reason, like Boy Spider seems to really be clinging to her, and she doesn't know why. And for whatever reason, she has like some motherly instincts to want to take care of Boy Spider. And this is when Bailey is like, when she heard that you have to kill Boy Spider in order to turn Bailey back to normal, she's like, "Oh no, that's not happening. No, you aren't going to touch this. You aren't going to touch this child." And Bailey's like,
"That's not a child. That's a fucking spider."
Yeah, and this is where Bailey's coming in, like saying, "Look, Mom, look, the reason you feel so much affection for him is because he's part of me. I'm your son." And she's like, "I don't remember you, though. Although I do kind of find it strange that, yeah, I feel such an affection for this boy, but, nah, sorry, I don't see you as my son." I'm like, what the
Bro, I'll do her a solid, okay? Look, I'll raise Boy Spider. I'll get this shit over with, okay? I'll raise Bailey Breaks myself. He'll be my kid.
He's gonna be your sidekick, Austin. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Regular man and Spider Boy. There's a new combo.
Brick and Spider Boy. Oh, okay, a wall and Spider Boy. Okay.
There you go.
Gotcha. But anyway, Bailey's mom gets unspliced, and out pops herself and the cat, and she has red hair. I'm like, lady, come on. You have red hair. Bailey has red hair. And you refuse to believe that that's your son?
Do you know how lucky you were to not come out and ever see a black lady? That's definitely your child.
Oh, man. Bailey even tries to, takes her out back, has a one-to-one conversation with her, even unmasks himself in front of her. Okay, look, please, you know me. Mom, you know me. It's me, please. And she's like, sorry, I wish I could, but I have no memory of you. Lady, Madame Monstrosity was frustrated at the fact that she knows she created Spider-Boy, but nobody has him, but she doesn't have memories of him. Come on.
Has Spider-Boy got a photo of her? Him?
Oh, it's funny you should mention that because when everybody's leaving, right? Bailey's mom decides to stay along with the rest of the animals who weren't able to be unspliced, and yeah, they're going to be living in Man Monstrosity's manor, right? And on the way back, Spider Boy's realizing, oh wait a minute, no, Christina brings up, wait, Bailey, you have that picture from Christmas, remember? The one Santa Claus gave you of you and your mom? Bailey's like, oh my god, that's it, that's proof. Oh my god, I just need to go back to the feast center and get that picture, and she has to believe me after that, you know? Okay, so yeah, look at that. Santa Claus saved the day, audience, and it isn't even December yet. So okay, but before we get to that, you go back to the Daily Bugle, and you have Robbie saying like, okay, look, one of his staff members who's in charge of word games and puzzles and that stuff. He's assigning him to go investigate Spider Boy since Spider Man told him, yeah, you gotta do a solve for Spider Boy because he's not a monster, he's not a freak. Just because he has fangs and teeth and bites people in the neck doesn't mean he's a monster.
Okay. Morbius.
Okay, but anyway, this is where the staff member reveals himself to be Puzzle Man, and he's actually kind of frustrated because he had made this one puzzle of Spider Boy where you're supposed to like fill in the colors. You have squares that are labeled 1, others 2, and this and that, and you just have to color one's blue, 2 red. But for some reason, he's not able to remember who this person is. So he's frustrated about that. Somebody ruined his puzzle. So he's going to take it upon himself to make a puzzle out of Bailey as he reveals himself to be Puzzle Man, who has his magic pencil. Yeah, it's pretty much the pencil from SpongeBob. The one that made Doodle Bob.
Bro, this man is Rudy from the Chalk Zone.
There you go. Except he has an eraser on it. Does this make you fans happy?
Scripted. The pencil from that episode of SpongeBob had an eraser on it.
Yep, and so does this one. So do you add 2 and 2 together, audience? Do you want to see Bailey literally get erased again?
No, I just. I look, bro. At this point, I just need them to tell you what happened because, like, it really doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
Because they keep introducing all these weird, super universal mechanics of, oh, this thing erased you from history and the multiverse, and you just never existed. All this shit, and then you undo that, it still doesn't work. Like, I don't know.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna be honest with you guys right now. I would be less annoyed by this book if this was set in a different universe rather than 616. But that's just personally. There's too many spider people in 616, man.
Right.
And Gwen just got here.
Yep.
Yeah, Gwen just got here too, man. We have like at least 4 spider people here.
Nope.
We have 10.
Funny you guys should mention that because, hey, Tevia, we see you in the comic section. Funny you should get here around the time we're talking about Spider Boy this week.
Tevia, I saw your comment on the Transformer issue. It was funny as hell.
You didn't want to talk. You didn't want to say anything about my book, Tevia. Come on, man, that book is great.
Gotcha. But anyway, we cut back to Bailey as he's like racing towards the feast center, going back to his locker, and bingo, he takes out the photo he has of him and his mom. When she got him ice cream. Okay, this has to work. He goes running out, running as fast as he can. Until he gets knocked out by the Puzzle Man. He drops the picture of him and his mom, and Puzzle Man grabs it, saying like, "Oh, this seems pretty important to you. I wonder what happens if I were to slash it with my eraser." He's like, "What? No, don't do that. Oh, if you want it back, you just have to follow the puzzle maze." And you have a full page of like it's a maze. So basically, Puzzle Man just has Bailey going through all these McDonald's sort of games. Word searches, crosswords, fill in the blanks, this and that. And if Bailey doesn't solve all of them, he'll swipe one erase mark on the picture. Oh,
maybe the Punisher was right.
what? What? About what?
Maybe some people gotta, they do
Yeah.
now.
Yep. That is true. I mean, I guess this is an old school bad guy that nobody knows about. Puzzle Man. Who here has heard of Puzzle Man? Come on.
I heard about it, but I hate when they do this stuff where everything's about to work out, and some random thing happens. They make sure it doesn't. I would rather him show them pictures of the mom. She just doesn't remember anyway. They have a dude just take it away. They have him play some dumbass game to get it back.
Well, give us a little bit. I think after the next topic, we are talking about Ultimate Spider-Man. But stay with us.
We're talking about Spider-Boy, Tevia, the OG himself.
The OG, my ass.
Yeah, the OG fraud.
Yeah. He
the
was
kind of familiar Spider-Boy.
Yeah.
That should be his stuff. That should be his title. Like everyone has Ultimate, amazing, the kind of familiar Spider-Boy.
The unfamiliar Spider-Boy.
There you go.
Okay. But anyway, so this his next stage was have to go through a word search. Bailey ended up missing a letter or whatever, and Puzzleman's saying, "Wrong! You have to spell Spider-Man with a hyphen. You lose this rep." Oh shoot. He was trying to do, he was first erasing things from the bottom of the picture, right? But he did a misstroke of his eraser and actually erased Bailey's mom's face.
Yeah, you gotta kill him.
He's like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. And right across her face too.
Yeah, he has to die.
Yeah. Spider-Boy's like, put it back now. His fangs are popping out. His eyeballs are popping out. And the Puzzle Man's like, look, I actually don't know how to. Look, I'm sorry.
You better redraw this shit.
Yeah. Look, I didn't mean to. Look, I was just here to be the villain of the week, all right? Sorry? You're sorry! No! You're...
Calm down.
Oh no, I'm just trying to evoke Bailey's emotion here.
I know.
You gotta give us warning, bro. You almost blow our gloves out.
I think you perfectly captured the anguish of a adolescent child.
Okay. Hey, I gotta look at my inner boy to voice through Bailey. All right. He's like, "Oh no, you're not sorry at all, but you will be." Then that's what Puzzleman's like, "Oh, okay, I think we're done for today. Bye." He tries running away in the streets, and it's basically becoming a Where's Waldo here. And Bailey's talking to the audience, saying, "Okay, can you help me find Puzzle Man? Can you find Puzzle Man? Help me out, audience." Of course, he finds Puzzle Man, and let's just say Spider-Boy breaks his pencil.
And shoves it straight up his butthole.
He should, but he's a hero at the end of the day. He just literally breaks the pencil and leaves off. And then Puzzle Man's like, "Why do you have to go and do that?"
I hope
you know.
I hope you know.
Yeah.
Pencil. I'll do it again.
Yep. Now you can't hurt anyone else with your stupid games.
He should have ripped off the eraser. I think he still do this.
Yeah. He just breaks the pencil and just gives it back to him.
Well, breaks it because a pencil doesn't just you can break a pencil in half. You still have the lead inside of it.
Yeah, the SpongeBob one still works when it was broken in half.
Yep. Well, I mean that's literally what happened. He literally just broke the pencil in half and just gave it back to Puzzle Man and just left. Hey, Spider-Man not too long ago stole a truck full of guns and rifles and threw it off the bridge. All right, so
Spider-Man, is that that's our bar here? That's the level we're at here?
that wasn't too long ago, Jake. All right, so okay, so now you have Bailey sitting alone in the corner, like just sad about this. Like he has what's left of this photo of his mom with the face completely erased. He's like saying, "Oh my God, what? I don't get it. Did I do something to deserve this? Is it because I said I don't want to be Spider Boy anymore?
Yeah.
Is it because that I just want to be me instead of helping people? Is that so wrong?
Bailey,
Is that
gotta draw like a normal person, man.
You can't show up talking about I'm your secret apprentice. I'm Spider Boy, and not expect the bad luck of Peter Parker. Okay.
Man, he's like, I just want my life back and my mom back.
It's crazy because you would think responsible Peter wouldn't let.
I had a mother. Her name was Aunt May.
You would think a responsible Peter Parker wouldn't let a 10-year-old be in this life, knowing that things like this happen all the time. But that's just
at least he'll be watching the kid.
Hey,
but we don't live in a responsible Peter Parker world. We live in a Zeb Wells Spider-Man world.
Okay, but anyway, so Bailey's like, okay, I just want somebody to fix this. So he actually goes to where Madam Web is, and she's with Silk and Ariana doing some stuff with the Web of Destiny. And that's when Bailey comes up saying...
Silk is actively looking to try to send someone home, and they can't find out what Earth he's from. And then Spider-Man walks in the room. Like, she was simply like, oh, there's a spider dude we got to send home, so we brought him to the wrong Earth.
Hey!
And they don't know how to get him back home.
Hey, no. I know what you guys are thinking. Come on.
No. I'm sure this is a fake out. I'm just saying that's what she said. You can't gloss over that.
Gotcha. I know that glowing Jake's smile right there when he heard like, oh, somebody is in a universe they're not supposed to be, and we're trying to look for that universe. Okay.
No, but Gwen Stacy can be here.
Yeah. But anyway, Bailey is saying like, yeah, you guys are the ones that brought me back. Well, you brought me back wrong, and now you're gonna fix it. As the issue.
But he says, whoever he is, he can wait.
Oh, gotcha. What if I was like, oh, it's you? Oh, never mind.
I need you.
Oh, man. Yep. And the issue ends with another dose of the Bailey Bugle as more fans send their letters and love for the character. Even an actual 10-year-old boy who's like, I loved seeing him and Captain America team up. It was so exciting, especially when
you wrote that shit.
No, there's an actual picture of that boy too who sent a picture of himself.
This is your nephew, okay?
Holding Spider-Boy's comic.
You got a picture of your 10-year-old
until you send a pic, man.
This is your nephew.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I don't really hate Bailey as much as I just hate where he comes from. And if they just
Sam, I got not too much against this boy, but I got beef at the same time with you.
We're playing it up just for lulls. But
it's a good book. I guess I can't do kid stuff, man. I really can't. Tom's already a kid thing for me, but I can't. If you're actually writing for children, I can't do it.
What was that? Which?
A lot of people have morals, so I understand why people don't like to do kid stuff.
Hey, I blame the movies for showing that Spider-Man is completely okay with sending a baby out on missions with him. So.
This man asked, when is Bailey getting the black suit?
Well, he's not really in the Marvel universe until he gets a symbiote. That's not just a Spider-Man thing. That's everybody now. Everybody needs a symbiote. Symbiote.
No, I want to see him have that team up with that Kid Venom.
No. Apparently, he gets a black suit variant for issue number 7.
Okay.
You might have to buy that with Cryptid.
Yeah, I'll find that.
Well,
one of these days, I'll find it. I'm not a Spider-Boy completionist, all right? So,
well, our job
I just see potential in this kid, all right? And I'm just trying to help him on his way to his road to success.
Once they give out the answer, I think he'll be okay. Then after that, just kind of find his place in a Marvel universe. Cause just like Peter and Miles are just now really getting together. You can't just throw them in the middle of that situation right now. So let's get another write on Spider-Man and then build up Spider-Man and him reconnecting if they ever are working it.
Gotcha. I mean, eventually we are going to have to get that revelation on why Bailey, his everybody's memory of him disappeared and whatnot. And I'm willing to bet it's going to be the next Spider-Verse event. So yeah.
But
yep, they just started Venomverse again. So they're going to do something.
Getting another Spider-Verse event right now.
Venomverse doesn't count.
No, I'm saying this is restarting that too. I think they're going to do some weird crossover thing.
But our job is not done, for we have 5 comics left. So
you leave Witch alone. It's Witch's turn.
It's my turn.
That's what I'm saying. I'm giving it to you.
Go ahead.
Bully.
I'm going to be talking about the oddly pedestrian life of Christopher Chaos issue 10. We got to issue 10, baby. How y'all feeling?
I feel good. It's a good series so far.
It's good. It's really good. But also, Christopher, my love, my child, I love you, but don't do that. That's basically
how you think, Jake.
That's basically me and this issue right now. So basically, it starts off with Christopher basically saying that I'm a monster, but not like the way that everyone else is for the most part. And like I don't know who I am, where I came from, you know. So I'm going to figure that out myself. And the first page is split up into 4 sections. And we enter in that first part where he's thinking and he's talking to his mother. Keep in mind, this kid is probably most likely definitely autistic. He has blue hair, pronouns, is gay, and is autistic. Like, come on. Come on.
What statement are you telling me?
Wow.
He's gay and autistic. I don't know what you want from him, man.
You're happy he's autistic?
You act like that's a bad thing, Cryptid.
Nah, that's one to clarify.
It's not a bad thing, but it is better when like they just straight up tell you and clarify it instead of trying to leave it open.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay because we love Christopher in this household, guys. We love Christopher in his household. But anyway, so he's basically like zoned out as all hell, and he's basically brought out of it by his mom. You know?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yo, while your head is in the clouds, like your cereal's getting soggy, and you don't even like soggy cereal." And he's like, "Oh yeah, right, yeah, that's good." So his mom's like, "Is everything all right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm just thinking about something important." And you know, moms are gonna be like moms, and we're gonna be like, "What are you thinking about?" And Christopher's like, "Mom, what am I? Like, you found me at the hospital, and you said that my eyes were like bright as sapphires, which is true. If you read the first issue, you know." And he's like, "I don't even know where I came from. Don't you want to know?" And she's like, "That's a silly question. You're my son, Christopher, my beautiful blue-haired son, you know? Like, isn't that enough?" He's like, "No, it's not." And like, "I heard you again last night. Like, if this keeps happening, you know, like, keep in mind, one time I woke up and like our washing machine, not our washer, our dryer over here got converted into a short-range teleporter, and I don't even know where my favorite socks are anymore. So, you know." He's like, this is a distraction. Like, I'm thinking about something important and you're distracting me. And that's like a common occurrence in this issue, man. Like, people are distracting him from what he's trying to do. Anyways, so his mom was like, "Yo, you can be angry with me or annoyed with me, but like all I care about is that you're okay." You know, like fair, I guess. Anyway, so Christopher's like, "I was okay, now I'm late and your socks are still missing." Which is true. So we cut to the second part of this book, you know, where he's in the library thinking. And remember those 2 ginger jocks from the last issue? Well, they pull up, and the brother, I'm assuming, is like, "Yo, tell me, like, are you gonna blow up the school or something?" And Christopher's like, "What?" And the guy's like, "That's just a question, bro. I'm just asking you. Like all everyone's thinking about is like, watch out for the blue-haired kid who talks to birds, you know." And so then from a voice from off panel is like, "I heard that he killed Hayden Kennedy, you know." And so we get to see the sister, and he's like, "Oh, did I?"
Oh, you said Kathleen Kennedy. I'm like, he killed the lady for Star Wars? That's crazy.
It's not my fault these two ginger werewolf twins are here. Anyways.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
Yeah. She's like, don't mind me. I'm just reading up on the Franco-Prussian War. My gay ass, bitch. No, you ain't. And she's like, what are you studying? Comic books? And Christopher's like, I'm way too busy to do your homework. Sorry. You know? And she's like, okay, like, this is Christopher Chaos, right? Like, why couldn't you be like Christopher Jones or something normal, you know? He's like, just leave me alone. And these two twins, they're trying low-key annoying him, you know, which I would low-key be annoyed as well, you know? And they're like, we just want to be friends, you know? And he's like, just leave me alone, you know? So we cut to what I like to call 2.3, you know?
Right.
Where we meet up with Vivica, or Viv, you know? And Christopher and Viv are just hanging out in her room, you know? And she's like, don't kill me. And Christopher's like, what? And she's like, that's what you're going to tell Jordy, that you like him, right? Like talk less about planets and talk more about, like, you know, your feelings, you know. She's like, who am I to judge, you know, like, feelings, bleh, you know. And she's like, okay, so when you told us that you wanted to expand the Monster Club, I was like, fuck no, you know. She was like, this is like our thing. But ever since, like, I lost Hayden, like, you and Jordy are, like, the only people I have left, you know. Technically Adam too, but I don't think she was really referencing Adam. Well, she wasn't. And, like, basically she explains that her parents are still abroad and she barely talks to them and everything like that. And then Christopher's like, okay, Vivica, you're, like, distracting me right now and I'm, like, too busy right now. And he's like, wait, where's Dracula boy? So we cut over to, like, 2.6 or whatever number I was going with. I don't know why I was going by threes, but it's fine, don't worry about it. So basically he rescues a cat from a tree and the mom is freaked out because here's this kid who's wearing, like, a weird bat mask and has red eyes. Like, fair enough. So basically he's walking down the street as you do, and he's like, yeah, saving cats is cool and all, but this is not what I want for, like, some superheroes justice, you know. Anyways, so he sends something off, you know. So he jumps on the roofs, you know, he's doing his thing. You know, I kind of like his hood. I just wanted to bring that up. I like his hood. I like how the ears are floppy. And he's noticing something's off, and so he's trying to follow what's up, you know. And you see some weird paw prints, you know. And guess what? We see two werewolves.
Ooh, okay.
At least two werewolves, and Jordy's like, what the fuck? But don't worry, they fuck off before anything was crazy happening. So anyways, we cut over to the third part where Christopher is talking with Adam. Husband's here.
You got two fanboy moments tonight, Witch.
Yeah, you're only getting two today. I'm not really sipping for anyone in my third book. Anyways, so Adam's like,
ew.
Huh? What did you say, Allison?
I said ill, then why are you reading it? What's the point of, you know?
Because there's gay people in here. Shut up. Anyways, so Adam's like, okay, you arrive at my doorstep, like, past bedtime, like, supper time, and with a list of all these questions and stuff, like, what do you want? And he's like, and Christopher's like, well, I know where else to go, and I've read all, like, these books and searched the internet, and I don't know who or what the fuck I am. I don't know, maybe you're just, like, a blue autistic gay boy. I don't know what you want from me, man. Like, anyone looking at you knows that. Anyways, so Adam's like, what did you expect? All these books and stuff are, like, written by humans, and the internet is controlled and monitored by monsters, you know? And Christopher's like, but you know, like, half of these books mention Frankenstein or his monster. Like, you lived through it all. Like, you must know everything. And I was like, okay, so what you asking me is not a simple thing, you know? And this knowledge only leads in, like, one direction, you know? And Christopher's like, distractions, like, all of you, these emotions, excuses, man. It's like, I just want to know. And Adam's like, what are you scheming? And Christopher's like, I can't tell you. And Adam is, like, low-key getting pissed, which, fair enough, I guess. And he's like, okay, these questions are not only about you, so, yeah, And Christopher's like, so why won't you tell me? And Adam is like all pissed off, you know, and he's like, because history cannot repeat itself. And so this little section ends off with, history will happen with or without you, Adam Frankenstein, and me, I intend to be one of its authors.
Yep. A witch? Oh no, witch.
And that is the power of Christopher Kale.
Tonight couldn't handle more than 2 fanboying moments from Witch, apparently.
I think the internet is hopeful.
I think Sonic X is an underrated piece of media that we need.
It's not.
Okay,
Stop bringing that up.
Okay,
am I good?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Not Sonic X anymore, Jake. Don't think I'm
This is right.
Anyways, so when did I get cut off? Did I finish the 3rd section?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're like right there.
Okay, right there. So basically, Christopher leaves and basically telling Adam that history will happen with or without you, but I intend on being one of the authors. Okay, that's where that part ends. One thing I didn't bring up was at the end of each section, including the first page, we see like Christopher experimenting on himself. This is the 4th part of it, where we see him in his garage or whatever, or his mom's garage, I guess you could say, because he still lives with his mom, basically hooked up to all these like wires and such, you know, and he's having Peggy help him out, you know, and Christopher's like, I told you, Peggy, the pain is the point, you know, I need to push my body to its limits, you know, I need all this data, I need to find out who I am, and all this other stuff. I have no rule book, no teacher, no nothing, I gotta do this on my own. And so we see this person outside of the garage, like trying to get his attention, and it runs to the side. And guess what? Peggy like presses the button to start this whole experiment over again, and it goes crazy, you know. And so then we see someone crack open the door, while Christopher's like, "I'm alive. I feel so much more alive." And so his mother pulls up with like an axe, breaking the door and being like, "Christopher, you know, like what are you doing? Is this what you've been doing?" And Christopher's like, "Mom, I can explain," you know. And like obviously doing mom stuff, she basically uses the axe to like destroy the machine or whatever and rip her son off of that. And she's like, "What are you doing?" You know, like all the stress and all that jazz. And he's like, "I don't know," you know, because like he's trying to just figure out who he is. You know, he don't got time for this shit. Anyways, we cut off. We end the story by seeing that werewolf cult from the last issue. You know, and all that other stuff. But guess what? Besties? There is a matriarch. There's a matriarch. And we see the twins from earlier turning back into their human forms. And Cryptid, before we started the live, remember when I told you that there were 3 naked people in this whole issue?
Yes.
Well, Christopher was one of them at the end of his part of the story, and the twins are the other 2. And the twins are covered in blood. So yeah. So basically, the matriarch is like, tomorrow your hunt begins anew. So they're gonna be hunting bitches. Anyways, that's how the issue ends.
It should have been me, not them. It's not fair.
Anyways, need more reasons to fanboy for tonight, audience.
So we have some breaking news here live on Phanatic. Actually, this came out hours ago. I just didn't know. But anyway, Austin. Ken Pender's book apparently came out. So the internet's reacting to it. It's been hilarious. So I'm reviewing it next week. You can review it with me, or you can not. It's up to you.
I guess I will.
Okay. But anyway, any final thoughts, Witch, before we move on?
Give me more Adam, and I will be happy.
Cool.
Yeah, he's hot. I love him. And also, Christopher, I love you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Gotcha.
Love you, Christopher. Love you, Yordi. Love you, Vivica. Yeah, that's it. Love you, Adam. I'll talk to you later. Heart.
Gotcha.
Anyways, we can move on now.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, man.
Ultimate Spider-Man, number 6. And once again, I have to repeat to people: no homophobia. Fuck that gay monster shit. It's time. So, hey, I didn't pick all my books to follow your stuff. Okay, I don't know.
Okay.
Now we're with weird. Well, I guess we have with one robot man and a spider dude. Yeah,
Spider dude, yeah, because they still haven't determined a name for Peter's superhero identity yet.
Jake, I really wish you read this issue because you would have loved it. Because this is basically the facts of life issue.
Yeah, I know.
But the book starts off. Peter wakes up, sees his family, and he got his ass whooped. This man has a lost eye for the first time in like years in comics. Cuts all over his face, lip busted, and it was like, bro, what happened? And he tried to like, I'm just clumsy, you know. I fell out of tears.
That's all I want to say.
And the little girl, it apparently been 4 months since he's been Spider-Man, and the little girl finally accidentally says, "Oh, Dad got it while being a superhero," and she cuts herself off. And she immediately starts breaking down. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to tell anyone. And he's like, bro, it's okay. It really doesn't matter. I was already thinking about doing it anyway.
You know what? The fact that Peter has a wife, you would think at a certain point his MJ would notice, yeah, what is it with all these scars and bruises and what looks like possible gunshot wounds in your back?
To be fair, he was doing good until Shockwave. I mean, that Shockwave. It stuck in my head. Until the Shocker. He was doing pretty solid.
But I'm just saying, at a certain point, you know, like imagine trying to hide the fact that you're a UFC fighter from your spouse, you know? Like
no. Well, man, you go by the book, he's the only real person he fought was Shocker until now. He's been doing like bank robbers. So he's been doing okay. But it's the first time he legit just gets beat up without no body shot, great face shot. We cut the Kingpin, and it really does we see Kingpin in Fist Power, because that didn't get a new name for me. I kind of wish it did. But Green Goblin and Spider-Man are coming up with what to do, and Spider-Man's like, bro, I never broke into someone's house, I never really broken a law. He's like, bro, I do it all the time. I'm Green Goblin, I do it all the time. It's a necessary evil. Also, what's your name? I don't have a name. Well, the people outside call you Green Goblin. Oh, the Green Goblin kind of like that. He really should. It looks terrible with his outfit. Whatever. They break into the skylight to fight Kingpin. Jake, this man pours a glass of the drink. Casually sips it while talking shit to them.
Yeah.
Then, for the first time in the series, we see Peter's spider sense goes off.
Yeah. Even though that should have. Well, we see it. Not that it hasn't happened. I guess. So.
Even when he fought Shockwave, Shocker, it didn't seem like he had it at the time. Or more, I guess, maybe it's one of those fighters just developed more time. It's been 4 months.
This spider just was. It was a delayed spider. It was
he had to grow into it. Okay.
He's not as young as he used to be. All right. Doesn't kick him like that.
And you see Peter react like, bro, what's happening? Well, something's wrong. And he hasn't picked. He doesn't. It feels like his first time getting it. And like, it's a trap. Kingpin throws the table at them with all the wine on it. It sends Green Goblin flying. And then Spider-Man's like, what's wrong with you? If we hit him with his armor, he would have died. He's like, bro, that's the point. I'm a super villain. Green Goblin shoots on the back, throws a bomb, blows him up. But it does. It's nothing. Because for the first time, they're not using that excuse of, oh, he's just fat and strong. So like, he just doesn't take damage. This man has, like, you remember how Black Panther and all of them was like, oh, we threaded vibranium throughout our clothing and stuff like that?
Yeah.
They kind of did that with some type of metal into his body through a tattoo. Look like a tattoo, but that's a layer of metal and stuff.
Yep.
And it looks pretty cool. He looks like he could be a mean looking sumo wrestler, and they really did that.
I was thinking Fat Cobra vibes when I was reading this.
I did too, but he didn't have it on his face. So I was like, no, he really did the face test. But he just starts laying into. He immediately breaks the Green Goblin's Iron Man armor with like 2 punches. And then he starts laying into Peter and saying, I can't read the dialogue right now, but I'll tell you the dialogue he gives Peter while beating him into the dirt. That reminds me so much of the Tombstone fight.
Yeah.
Like this is how life is, bro.
He also
you underneath.
He beat the dog shit too, didn't
What are you about to say?
he? Beat the dog shit out of Harry too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Harry had the Green Goblin glider blow up the building from the outside, and Harry grabs him to escape. You see Kingpin smirk. He had the cut on his face. Like he was beat. Like the explosion messed him up, but he didn't take no damage for them. And then Peter's like, and that's how I got beat up. And he just look at him like, hold on. You broke into someone's house?
It was new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got beat up? Yeah. Isn't that against the law? Yes, that's what I was telling Harry. Well, that was telling the Green Goblin. But just to be clear, he's a very bad man doing bad things. And someone got to stop him. And everyone's just like, are you going to be safe? He's like, yeah. Are we going to be safe? Well, no one knows, but like one guy. So I think it'll be okay. But he's like, y'all can't tell nobody. And they're like, okay, whatever. It's a family secret. Whatever.
I was just looking at the name and talking. They're like, okay, they just went back to eating, just went to their bed.
Yeah. They move. To be fair, they move on really fast from it. If it was any other Spider-Man comic, Mary Jane would have blew her lid. 4 months, you didn't tell them you put our family in danger. Like all this. But here, her and the son accepts it pretty well. I guess because nothing really as bad has happened. It hasn't really settled in.
If anything, she's kind of a little bit excited about this. Like, no, they literally have to tell the kids, go to their rooms while they talk privately, right? And Peter's
she is not excited in the sense that she's about to go have business, man. Don't even try to say that.
No. Peter's assuming that she's going to yell at him. She's not going to yell at him in front of the kids and this and that. But she's like saying, well, let's just call it I was 30% scared, 40% impressed, and there may be other numbers for other things. And Peter's like, you want to see me in the suit, don't you? And she's like, yes, I most certainly do.
No, he said you want to see the suit. Don't try to set this up some weird sex thing, okay?
And he puts his suit on. Go on.
He puts the suit on. And she's like, oh, this suit looks good.
Yeah.
This where it does take a kinky turn. They go like, she's like, oh, so you're faster and stronger, huh?
Yeah, she's like saying, yes, ma'am. And she's like saying, and all that's from a little spider? Well, I can't wait to see you in action.
Oh, no, okay. So
yeah.
I saw that line. I was very confused. I was like, well, he's been here for 4 months. Like, how have you not noticed? There's no way.
Yeah, it's not about sex. That's the way it comes off of. Like, if it was like him just getting bit, it would have been sex.
Right.
But she's like, so why would I call you in the costume? And he's like, well, that came up. I have no idea. And she's like, bro, you're Spider-Man, basically. And he takes her swinging. And I was like, why the fuck would you do that? You just want the kingpin. Your first thought is let me swing outside my wife?
Let's drill. Want the drill, man. Come on.
No, yeah, I want a break. But it's not like Kingpin of all people who owns the city can't find me. I'll swing out some redheaded, but you know what? Maybe you can kill her just for saying that.
Well, I'm sorry this issue didn't lead with them getting one to split, Austin,
It doesn't want them to split. The point is don't immediately go swing with your wife the night after you fight Kingpin for the first time.
And okay, yes, Kingpin did mention in his issue, like, when he had his meeting with Spider-Man Green Goblin, right? He's like saying, I have access to all the cameras within the 3-block radius around here. You guys know I've noticed that you guys were just watching the tower waiting for me to make a move, right? So yeah.
And that's we also own the Daily Bugle and all the cameras there, which is really close to his house. It's a good moment, but it's not a great plan. In the words of Tony Stark.
Yes.
Gotcha. But
Spider-Man continuing to be the best Spider-Man story you will ever read for the next couple months.
Oh yeah. Mary Jane lets her hair down for the first time in series. And they do it in she's wearing her classic outfit, the first appearance outfit, by the way.
Yeah.
Black blouse, the jeans, the boots not laced up, everything.
Oh, I didn't know.
I just thought it was I just thought it was a nice touch.
Yep. Yeah,
that's it.
Marvel could throw you a bone with the Peter and MJ ship when they can.
No, it's not canon, bro. So they can throw you all the bones they want. Yeah. As long as the main line Spider-Man isn't happy.
She was obviously excited to see her husband is a superhero.
Well, all I'm saying is, there ain't no way they had sex for 4 months. This is a sad marriage to live. I ain't want to sleep you before, but now you're a superhero.
4 months of build-up, man. Come on.
I like to think if he hadn't told her that day, she was gonna start looking at her coworker, Paul. Okay.
Oh man, you want this series to jump the shark that soon, don't you, Jake?
Yeah, that's not even funny. Don't even joke about something like that. That's not a joke.
Paul should be a main villain in Peter's life, bro. I feel like in every universe.
I don't think so. I don't think people enjoy even just having him be a villain. It just would be adorable. They don't like anything about him.
I'm just fucking around, but it would be a meme thing.
Nah. You probably see people drop a book immediately. Oh yeah, here goes Paul.
Dude, you will have an uproar all over line if there was so much as even a mention of Paul's name in this book. Like,
so you could have me in charge of Spider-Man. I couldn't help myself. I wouldn't even do anything with Paul. Like he wouldn't even interact with the book. I'm just like, Paul's
here. Gotcha.
Imagine how Paul replaced Eddie Brock in this timeline. Speaking of that does bring up a question. So Tony went out his way to try to recreate everyone's powers and stuff, or abilities, to the point he was able to do it to Captain Marvel, all the other stuff. Do you think he made a symbiote and sent it to Eddie Brock?
So which symbiote would he make? So would he make the science symbiote or the alien symbiote?
He had to make the science symbiote.
Well, maybe. No. Does that have to be the exact same? Like, you're trying to put things back to where they were before, so doesn't it have to go to Spider-Man first?
No.
Okay.
It was more like he wasn't trying to put it exactly the way it was before. It's more like whoever had powers at this time period it was supposed to be at this time period.
Okay, but
so we're in 2018. If you had this Venom symbiote in 2018, you're getting it right now.
Oh, okay. I was saying because well, does he give it to Eddie or does he like what if it's another person he wants to give it to, like Harry or well, he doesn't give a fuck about Harry. What about Scorpion?
No, it'll be this Tony. So he's just gonna give it to whoever has it, supposed to have it right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
but to be fair, Jake, as we found out in the Ultimate, 99% of the stuff he sent out got either went to someone who was dead or someone intercepted and took it for themselves. Yeah. So we still might get Scorpion Venom falling up.
All right.
So that's it. Let's talk about
the Avengers. Yeah, audience, Jed McKay's Avengers. And can I say, guys, I need to see Jed McKay write a Captain America run in my lifetime.
On Twitter.
I need to see that happen. Come on, Marvel.
Would you enjoy if you had to give up Spider-Boy?
Don't one more day me, Austin. All right, but anyway, this issue starts off with, well, remember, this is a Blood Hunt tie-in, audience, and, Captain America forms his own team of Avengers, because, the Avengers right now aren't looking too good after the first issue of Blood Hunt. And right now, Captain America and his team have to battle the forces of Baron Blood, as he has a helicarrier filled with his soldiers of Nazi vampires, who are just gathering more and more people to basically farm them and, and make them their food, So Captain America's like, here saying, no, man, and he throws his shield at Baron Blood while, what's her, damn, I forgot her name. I'm blanking on her name. No, Kate Bishop, yeah, Kate Bishop. She shoots her
terrible, Clip, dude.
Respect on Kate's name.
It was on the tip of my tongue. Like, she has a really great moment in this book too, and
that was a young Avenger, damn it.
Anyway, she shoots her arrow, and Baron Blood catches it. Baron Blood's just happy at this. He's like saying, "This
Why
is
listen to Wolverine?"
He's like, hey, I have to work my inner vampire Nazi voice, all right? This is an omen, Captain America. This is a gift on the eve of America's death to have her champion delivered to me so that I might finally make you one of us. You'll be wearing our flag soon. As his hand gets burned by the silver of Cap's shield. Yeah, I swapped my shield for a silver-edged one. And despite what you just said, Baron Blood, this flag still suits me. Let us see about that. I am creating a new world, Captain America.
And
I will create a new you as well. So this is a Captain America versus Baron Blood moment. While Captain America has the rest of the Avengers go save all the people he's captured. And I'm like, damn, this is so epic. It's been a while since I saw Baron Blood. I mean, I think the last time I saw him was when Sam Wilson was Cap, and he bit Red Wing. So this is a nice throwback. So the rest of the team, they go try to save the rest of the humans. And Baron Blood, the fight continues, the chase continues with Baron Blood and Captain America. Baron Blood just has all these moments of saying, "Your world is over, Captain America. Dead. Me and mine are indeed picking over the leftover corpses." Yeah, because Captain America was wondering, hey, what? So you've been gathering these forces for a long time? He's like, Baron Blood's like, yes, of course. But this opportunity that Blade presented to me gave me a fine chance to unleash my horde. So yeah, you could basically tell that Baron Blood's wanting to kill Blade after all this is done because hey, he wants to lead the vampire nation.
Yeah, he's a Nazi. What'd you expect?
Yep. He's saying, of course, who better? I was born in the nobility, Captain, born to lead, and never has fascism been my pursuit. Yeah. OG Nazi here, audience. So anyway, Kate Bishop and the rest of the Avengers, they eventually do find the prison where all the humans were captured. They free them, and all the humans are a little worried because vampires are pretty scary. This is a pretty dire situation, right? But now this is where Kate Bishop has her moments to shine. She's saying, look, listen up. I know you're all scared. I know this has been tough on you. I know because I'm in the same boat as all of you. I don't have superpowers, just like you, but I've got something better, and so do you. We've got the Avengers.
What's the thing about the Avengers? The link to show up. Hazmat's never been an Avenger. He's an X-Men.
No, you know what humans got compared to Nazi vampires? We got spite. That's what we have. We got spite.
There you go. But also, Hazmat was an Avenger trainee. She was literally trained to be an Avenger. So
this is the epitome of the Avengers are the people that show up that day.
Yeah, I mean, I like the format of this team. It's like an amalgamation of people who had some ties to the Avengers in the past, like either mainstream Avengers or West Coast Avengers or Avengers Academy.
Speaking of that, Iron Man, Rhodey from Iron Man teased that he's going to make the West Coast Avengers again.
Ooh.
Okay, what does that have to do with me?
I just wanted you to know, to be honest. I need to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week, Austin. I have thoughts on that. So, yeah, she's basically telling them you have no need to worry. I mean, look, Hercules is a living god. Quicksilver is faster than any of those bloodsuckers. Hazmat could literally deep fry these vampires. And Captain America...
Better than Colonel has done chicken.
Yep. And that's not even That's not even counting Captain America, who the entire I can't even pronounce this German word. War match couldn't kill. And they're like, okay, but what about you? You don't have powers.
That's petty as fuck. What about you, though?
Hey, I have sticks. I shoot sticks, and it just so happens vampires hate sticks. So,
Also,
There
yeah,
was this little, there was this little moment you glossed over that I thought was great.
go ahead.
There's a scene earlier where like, so where's Christopher? Like, he's covering our retreat. Where's that? Christopher just running around with a stake and just stabbing people in the heart.
Oh man, I thought you were going to refer to the other moment where apparently Kate Bishop hasn't a layout of where of the Shield helicarrier, right? So she knows where they would likely put all the human slaves. And Hazman's like, "What did you make a replica of the helicarrier for a science project?" And Kate Bishop like has a flashback to her as a girl who did the exact thing. She made a replica of the Shield helicarrier for a science project. I'm like, oh, that was a little sweet, you know. Oh,
Why'd you do
but
that? You just to expose Shield secrets just for the hell of it?
her in fourth grade,
That
helicarrier
even worse.
science.
She should have even seen one, let alone know what the inside was like.
Oh, come on, the world had to have known of a helicarrier by the time she was in fourth grade, you know.
Knowing about helicopter, having the details, the outline,
No,
the inside of one, it's not the same thing.
no, she guessed it was like a cardboard cutout, you know. So anyway, so yeah, the issue kind of ends with like Captain America throwing some grenades, right? Breaking a bit of the shield helicarrier in the process, and now it's just Baron Blood and Captain America alone in the room. Like, this has been a merry chase, but I think it's time to finish this. I
Perfect.
agree, Baron. You see, I just needed to get ahead of you. You should have known that I, of all people, would know how to pilot a helicarrier. Hey,
No
he
one
is
would know that.
captain after all. He is Captain America after all. He is a captain.
Being a
So,
cat doesn't
yeah.
mean you can fly every ship in existence.
He's a fast learner, Austin. Or I'm sure he looked into how to pilot a plane in the
No,
past, you
I'm sure he
know?
did. I'm just saying you can't expect him to know that. The villain.
Hey,
I
a
ain't seen you since
fool.
the Nazi years, bro. Give me a break.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even Baron Blow was like saying, "Oh, I've been waiting for this moment since 1942, Captain."
Exactly, bro. It's been a minute. Let me catch up.
Yep. So yeah, Captain America's taking them for a ride. Like he's behind the wheel. Looks like you're giving the turns now, Captain.
He
So
literally
yeah.
screamed and everything. Bear Blood says, "Ah!" He screams for his life. You're like, bro, come on. This
he
is
can't.
embarrassing.
He,
You're a
he
vampire.
can't. He can't stand the ride of freedom. That's what it is. Yeah, great issue. Marvel put Jen McKay on Captain America. God damn it. It's a Cinderella and her glass slipper sort of moment, you
I
know?
am mad that Hazmat has become an official Avenger for goddamn Songbird. When is it going to happen?
Hey, she's known for Thunderbolts, all right. Let her have
And
Thunderbolts. Let
she's the
Hazmat
only one
have
that actually wants to be redeemed and be an Avenger, and they just won't let her do it.
because she needs to be the face of Thunderbolts, man. Like, gotcha. But anyway, dude, yeah, end of the issue. But all right, guys, let's move on. Go ahead, Witch.
yay! I could talk about my last book. And audience, if you're wondering what the jump in quality is, I just plugged in my mic, so clipping that to my shirt. Do you guys hear me? Okay.
Yep.
Cool, because we're talking about I Heart Skull Crusher issue 4 out of 5. Let's go.
The penultimate issue.
You're telling me. I hate when all the good books are miniseries. Anyways, so we start off with Podunk's little team or Trini's team, like going through the competition, like beating up all these other guys, it's all great. Beating up some water people, beating up some monks with bombs. Don't worry about the
Ooh.
monks with bombs. It's not important
Okay.
to lose to the twins anyways. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so now, okay. Podunk little team is going to the finals, motherfuckers. Anyways, So they have to drive over to the place where the finals are gonna be. Guess what? Like the truck goes down, and it's like, damn. And one of the twins is like, dang, it would have been helpful if everyone would help out. And our lovely coach is like, oh yeah, I'm delicate. I've given up drinking and everything. I have to prioritize my health. And they're all like, bullshit. Anyways, Trini basically glomps the coach. And he's like, hey, group hug? Yeah? And it's like, Dan's like, no, we ain't doing that, bestie. We got to get there. Anyways, so welcome to Crater Town. Basically, the town that's surrounded by a lake. Kind of. It's like the lake and then an island and then the town like on the mountain outside of the lake. Do you know what I'm talking about? No? Okay, cool. Anyways, so they make it into Crater Town. It's all good. It's all dandy. Trini's happy that she got fans now, so that's cool. Anyways, so they are invited to a finalist dinner by the beloved tyrants because they're beloved for a reason, I guess. I don't know if tyrants should be beloved, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, so yeah, their attendance is mandatory, But guess what?
Yeah.
Our coach, remember when he said that he gave up drinking? Well, that was a fucking lie because he has a bottle of freaking whiskey behind him. Before you're like, how do you know it's whiskey? It says whiskey on the bottom, on the bottle. I can read. Anyway, so we cut over to later that night, and we see Dan in like a nice shirt and slacks, And he's like, "Oh, Trini, is that you?" And he's like, "No." And like, the twins are like, "Great news! It's us instead." I love the twins so much. If I can get someone to cosplay the twins with me, this would be great. Great times.
Oh.
Dan's like, "Where's Trini?" And the twins are like, "Ooh." Like, ooh, it's Trini, and Dan's like, and then Coach too, man. And so, Coach is trying to let, remember their mutant bear man? Remember who's on the team? Yeah. So, basically, he's like, this is anti-mutant bear man sentiment. And the guy at the door is like, that's literally just a bear. Like, no, it's a mutant bear man. Get it right. Guys. Anyways, the twins are twinning, So they gotta knock out the competition. It's all good. Anyways, before they could do that, Trini actually pulls up, and for a little bit, I thought that what she was wearing was a dress. No, it's just pants. They're like flared pants, which I love that. But it's like a bodysuit kind of, but it's fine. Anyways, so Dan and Trini are crushing on each other, like. Anyways, they make it to the dinner. It's all great. And guess who we see? Guess we see out and about in the party.
Who?
You gotta guess.
Twins?
I kind of want to be Jake because he just ends up in random places. I think that'd be funny.
No, it's the title character on the book. It's Skull Crusher.
Oh
my god.
You're like, yeah, I knew that.
Hiding in plain sight, I see.
Yeah, she's there. She's chilling. And Trini's like losing her mind. She's like, oh my god, it's her. I can't believe it. I gotta go talk to her. And so this one ginger guy is like, I can't believe you're still running, Dan. Anyway, so he's like low-key kind of taunting him, being like, you could have had a family. Instead, you become as stupid as your brother. And before they can start fighting, you see those some like mutated peoples with like these power dampening X-Men collars now because they got mutated into gross zombie thingies, which that's fun, I guess. Anyways, so Trini is like right there. She's like right there to talk to Skull Crusher, and before she's able to, this chick who's also a ginger in a freaking May from Overwatch cosplay, kind of, pulls up and is like, "Congratulations on getting this far!" Like, like you're gonna be the talk of the season because that's what you are, silly. Oh my god!
Oh, that sounds so fake.
Exactly. That's the point. That's why I'm doing it. And Trini is like, I'm just trying to get around this small lake. And that girl's like, you mean the pool next? I don't know about. And so I dropped the thingy. Hold on. I dropped a little thing. So sorry if that sounds all crap. Anyway,
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're good. Hello?
We're good. Yeah, we
Okay.
can hear you.
We're on the from New Hills Drive right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking my mic. My mic's weird. Sorry. Anyways, so the other girl is like, "Oh, it's all right. Just be a good girl and drink up." And we see like the poison thing that they use to mutate some of the people with one of the twins like little darts. And Trini is like, "Ah, shit," and throws it. So that girl is like, "Oh, silly me. I didn't think Hicks would recognize nuclear waves." So, yeah, they basically that girl is like pins Trini to a wall, and Trini's like, "Why are you?" And then the girl's like, "Let's do the math. Training, having a team, that takes money, gallons of it. Where do you think that money comes from? The tyrants pay for all of it. Like, we have to look good in the mob's eyes, rise in status under her rule. And then she announces that she wants you dead, right? Easy peasy. Like, you're just a scrappy little underdog, man. Like, but here's the thing about underdog stories: they end when there's no more underdogs. And so Trini basically like is pushed out of a fucking window or whatever the fuck. But don't worry, Dave grabs her and it's all good and dandy because they start to have a romance plot line. Hey yo. And right before they're about to kiss, it's like Trini pulls a Cinderella or whatever the fuck, and basically just runs off to a balcony and she starts to cry. Like valid, I guess,
No.
There's this person sitting at this chair in the shadows. Okay, keep that in mind for later. And they're like, tears at a tyrant's ball? Revealing your true feelings is never a good idea among them. And Trini, clearly being upset, she's like, I just have a dream. It was simple. And then things got complicated. I just wanted, like, to do this for the love of the game, bring joy for people. So the person in the shadows, like, basically laughs at her and is like, the game's not for you. It's not for the crowds. It's for the one holding the puppet strings, Like, they're just here to laugh and jockey for power, Like, they don't really give a shit. They're going to turn on each other anyways. Like, it doesn't matter how clever you are, how strong, man. It doesn't matter. Like, they'll kill each other anyways. They'll either kill each other or kill themselves. And Trini's like, that's not true. And then the person in the shadows is like, then why are you crying? So Trini runs off. And the person in question is like, why did I bother? Like, oh, who cares? And guess what? We find out it's Skull Crusher.
Ooh.
We're not sure if Trini saw Skull Crusher, or whatever. But regardless, she runs off. And the balloon that's carrying, like, the weird disc thing, it's basically like a freaking arena. Basically drop it into, like, one of the last lakes. And basically starts oozing toxic ooze, killing all the fucking fish, And before it ends, there's a bit of narration bubbles being like, that girl is going to die tomorrow. Like, and so basically Trini takes over and is like, Mom, Dad, I listened to you. I followed my dream. Is this how dreams are supposed to be? This doesn't feel like winning. We cut off to the next page where the finals are starting, and we get some dialogue from the person in charge, I'm assuming. She has a fun design, It's like spiky, her hair is spiky, her freaking pants are spiky, cool makeup and all that jazz. Literal claw nails. They're like talons up in this shit. I don't know if they're fake or real. It does not matter. I like the design. It's cool.
They're real to me, damn it.
Queen Mom looks cool, man. Looks cool. Anyway, so apparently this white boy is your heir. Which, if you're going to look at Queen Mab versus her son, you're gonna be like, how did she give birth to a white ginger child? Good question. We don't know, and it don't matter. Anyway, so Dan is like, what the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? Anyway, so basically the Podunk little team is all separated. So the twins are separated, so that's not fun. So yay, so Trini and one of the twins are separated while the other twin and Dan are separated together. But guess what? We gotta let the bloodbath begin. But guess what? We got an extra special surprise because guess who's here with 161 kills and 15 world championships? It's Skull Crusher, besties. Yeah, basically, this finale is basically gonna be the finals. So this is going to be even more heartbreaking for Trini. So that's going to be lovely. Anyways, that's where the issue ends. And unlike some other motherfuckers, we do not have a letters page. Because why would they give us a letters page?
Mm-hmm.
That's an Image Comics thing. But anyways, this book is good. I'm not happy that it's only 5 issues. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, quality and quality over quantity.
I
Look
guess.
at it that way.
If you like My Adventures with Superman, you'll probably like this book too.
Jake?
Person.
Yeah, Austin. If you like that show so much, go read this book.
Yeah. You get gay people in the apocalypse and intense sports.
I don't think there's any gay characters in My Adventures of Superman yet.
There can be.
There can be. Just not yet.
Jimmy's gay. I put it on everything.
If Jimmy's at least bi. But he's
listen. He just thinks Car's a boy right now. That's different.
Oh, right. You saw the tomboy haircut? Okay.
She hasn't straight out just said that her pronouns are she, her. Okay.
Keep in mind, this book has bisexuals, non-binaries, a mutant bear man, alcoholism. Okay.
Which is triggering me when he says the word mutant. Okay. That triggers me.
Yeah, it's not my fault. That's the terms that they use. You got a post-apocalyptic. You got hardcore sports. You got everything here. So go read that book. Go read all of the books I talked about this week. So Christopher Chaos, Briar, and I Heart Skull Crusher because I said so. Because if you don't, I'm going to send Austin and all the Transformers after you, and you don't want that.
Yeah. At least read Briar. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah, go read Briar. Just Briar and Christopher Chaos are the 2 main books I want y'all to read. Out of all my recommendations, those 2 are 2 of them.
But,
go read it.
Gotcha.
But not to be homophobic, but enough of that gay shit.
There you go. Finally.
It's time for Sonic IDW Ring Broken. When
go for it, man.
Yeah. Tails and Vector have to solve the case of a plant murder for the Spring Festival in this month's issue. It's alright. It's cool. I mean, I'm not. It's a cool issue. I'm not gonna I can't recommend this if you don't care about these characters.
They're not very special. They just kind of is.
It's not very special. These are supposed to be so IDW does these seasonal one-off stories about the characters doing some trivial nonsense. And this is fine. It's just the problem is the main book isn't really hitting its stride like it used to. So it's not. So it's these books just kind of feel it just could have been something else. The plot is such that Silver the Hedgehog and co are submitting flowers for their for a flower festival hosted by Amy Rose and some other character I don't care about. And Silver's plant gets killed, and so Tails and Vector are on the case to figure out who killed the plant. And it's pretty obvious from the moment it happens who did it, but it's just kind of a elongated mystery.
They gonna keep us in suspense?
No, I mean, you find out by the end, it's exactly who you think it is. The moment you see these 2 characters, you're just oh, it's them. But yeah, it's okay. I mean, I liked Amy in this issue. I think the writers who I know follow the discourse on Twitter, they've really taken the feedback that people don't like Amy when she's boring. It's one thing for her to move on from her crush on Sonic, even though I think that should always be there to some extent. It's another when she's just plain and just the girl on the team. And I think these last couple of issues with her, where you get to see her really shine and be bubbly and energetic, like she should be, is great. So I'm happy that she's not, at least in the comic. I don't know about the games. Silver, the character of Trunks from DBZ, that's pretty much what Silver's supposed to be in terms of
except he comes back for any reason possible, just make him stub his toe and come back in time.
Yeah. My toe was stubbed. I got to go back 100 years in the past to figure out what happened.
I had to go back 100 years to move this thing out the way.
Yeah, Silver's character has been kind of debated about in the Sonic community because he's kind of been like, I don't want to say flanderized, but he's been softened up a lot.
Wow.
He's like gimmicky now. He's the side boy.
Yeah, and
See, when you mentioned flanderized, I was thinking, what? Homer Simpson's neighbor flanderized? What?
No, I mean like.
Well, that's where it came
Flanders.
from.
Silver used to have an edge to him. He was naive, but he had an edge to him, basically. Like, if you got it his way, like, shit would happen. It was, I guess, someone characterized him as a mix between Shadow and Sonic, I guess. I don't
now
know.
he's a puppy dog.
Yeah, he's a literal puppy dog. And like, if you just see any like fan comic of him, it's pretty much what he is in the book. He just kind of like, he's a nice boy. He's naive. He doesn't understand things. When bad things happen, he's just like trying to hold back tears or something. It's like, all right.
Oh shit! I can't believe they've done this.
Characterization in the Cube Sonic fan dub.
What? Say that again?
Yeah, basically, that's basically what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Cube.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're.
Even that one has more edge in some scenes, to be fair.
Yeah. Silver. So like, there's like a point where like Vector and Tails are interrogating people, and then they get to Silver, and he's like, "I did it! I ruined my plan! I killed my plan!" And they're like, "Oh, okay." Calm down. Like he's just freaking out. It's like, Silver, it's okay. It's like you didn't purposely do it.
Also, you have a whole goddamn garden.
Right. I did like that though. I did like they had this background plot about Silver planting stuff with Blaze, and it came up in an issue. Like this was the culmination of everything he went through, and it was a failure. So I guess it was kind of pointless.
I feel like one plant died.
Well, it was the plant. It was the plant that was supposed to be It was supposed to be his competitive plant, the plant he brought to the competition. Let's see. Tails was Tails. He was okay. I think Vector was also pretty cool in this issue because I like because the Chaotix. Okay, so Vector's a part of the Chaotix agency. They're a goofy team. They're played up for comedic effect, but they're supposed to be detectives. And sometimes I feel like people forget this, that they're supposed to be good. They're just very goofy. They get like sidetracked a lot. And this issue showed that Vector is a decent to good detective, basically. And I did like that for him. A lot of the clues that they pick up, he's the first to pick up. Him or Tails are, and I think that's really cool. Sonic actually had a really cool moment that I really think they need more of. The culprit is getting away, or one of the culprits is getting away, and Sonic hasn't identified who it is yet. All he has to do is run straight forward and get them. And he's about to go get the culprit, and then a kid says, "Mr. Sonic," and Sonic's like, "Yeah?" He's like, "My balloon popped," and he's like, "I'll get the balloon first. I'll get this guy later." Because Sonic's character, especially this is shown in Black Knight, is that if he sees you're upset, he cares more about that than the overall goal.
He always wishes to make you happy.
Yeah, there's a scene in Black Knight where Sonic has to complete 3 trials to be a true knight and kill King Arthur. Yes, he kills King Arthur in that game. And he's on his way to his last trial, but he's almost out of time. And he sees a kid crying, and the kid says, like, "A dragon kidnapped my family, and I don't know what to do." And Sonic has to choose between completing the test or helping this kid. And he chooses helping the kid. And Caliburn tells him, like, "Sonic, if you do this, like, the whole world could end." And Sonic's like, "Well, that's fine. I'll just figure out how to solve it later." Because so I like those ones. It makes him a different type of hero, I feel. But yeah.
You let that kid's family goddamn die.
But yeah, like I said, I thought it was okay, but it's just not the type of issues that Sonic IDW needs right now. I think Sonic IDW needs like they need like an arc that gets people back in the game, like people back in their seats. Really.
Jake,
what's up?
Why are you telling us everything but who goddamn did it?
Oh, spoilers, even though it's pretty obvious that the culprit is her Rough and Tumble, who are participating in the event. For those of you who don't know, Rough and Tumble are IDW creations. They're basically the Team Rocket of the group. They're just these goofy characters that Sonic just beats up because they're just there. They ruined Silver's plant, and they were going to ruin everybody else's plant so they could win the prize, which is this giant gem. Basically. And it's not a Chaos Emerald, it has no special power. It's just a shiny gem. That's all.
It does it until it does.
Yeah. And so but even though they get caught red-handed, the only penalty they get is they have to get dunked. Like, you know those carnival things where you sit on the thing and someone has to throw a ball and they go into the water? That's the only penalty.
I don't like that because these ones can actually stay in jail.
Right.
Put them in jail.
Yeah. So but Silver gets his revenge, and he's the only one who dunks them, and they're like, all right, that's good enough. You can go about your day now. Which just proves nobody in this universe has the balls to kill Eggman if this is how we're going to treat our villains. I'm just saying. But yeah.
They bullied a 10-year-old last week.
Yeah. At the end of the day, Espio wins the prize, and he's like, and that's not all. I'm going to donate it to a museum. And I'm like, okay. Sure. Why not?
So you just wasted my fucking time. I could have won and took that home.
Yeah, so like I said, it's okay, it's fine. It doesn't even like entertain me like the winter one did. So I don't know. It's okay. It's just not the type of book that this series needs right now. I want like them to get back to books where I can like highly recommend the show, like highly recommend the series like in the earlier runs, but we're not there right now. See. Yeah, that was Sonic IDW. It was alright. So.
Cool.
I'm not a Sonic fan, by the way. I want nobody to get it confused.
But yeah, audience, we got through it all. Wow.
Yeah, we did it.
How y'all feel? Yep.
I feel like I have to work on my cosplays and then go to sleep because I have work tomorrow.
Somehow, despite splitting these in half, we spent the exact amount of time talking about.
That's what we added more to fill in the time. That's kind of felt.
Like we added a book.
To be fair, even last night we were adding a whole bunch of other topics too. So, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. You know, the original idea was only spend an hour both nights, and we still did 3 hours.
Yeah.
So 2 hours and a half.
We'll find a way.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you know, go watch our movie review. Those are timeless. I'm sure we have not changed our opinion on any movie we watched, and if we have, you'll find out by engaging with us in the comment section below. So,
gotcha.
Or other us on our social medias. Please follow us on socials. I'm bored. Yeah.
Gotcha. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you support Spider-Boy, audience.
No, leave a thumbs down if you support Spider-Boy, but leave a thumbs up if you love Briar just as much as I do.
And hey, answer this question in the comments. Is Kim Penders a fraud? And if you don't know who that is, look it up. It's a fun history.
He's the greatest comic writer of all time.
Not if
and artist. And a movie maker.
Not if Ian Flynn has something to say about it, alright?
Gotcha.
I don't know who Ian Flynn is. We're not related.
Gotcha. But alright, audience, we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.